not. All right. Thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to me today, brother, and welcome to the interview.
It's good to be here. It's good to be here. Thank
If
you.
you want to start out by telling us a little bit about yourself first.
So, my name's Josh. I'm just recently turned 20 from the UK, and I do trading full time. Yeah, it's my full-time job. I do trading full time. I can't say I did trading full time before I found Fred Trading. So, since I've been in Fred Trading, got a
It
lot
feels,
better at trading, and yeah, now I do it full time. So, it's a pleasure.
it feels good to say, right?
It does. It really is. It's just so nice just being able to work for yourself. And yeah, I just saw like when I sort of like when I first started, I saw people posting their profits in the chat, and I was just like, "There's no way they're making that kind of money." And then when I got myself into it, and I was like, "Wow, like this actually has potential to really, be life changing."
Yeah, man. I
Yeah.
freaking love it, dude. So what did you do before you started doing full time?
So I was in my gap year, so I was actually saving for university.
Ah,
So I
okay.
was working at the airport in Gatwick, just working at Pret. I started working at Pret, and then I was gonna move on to a different job in Gatwick, and I was just saving for university. I was gonna go to university this September.
Mm-hmm.
And then the way it actually started was me and my ex-girlfriend split up in New Year's. So you know how it goes when you're heartbroken. So I was just trying to find a way to make money. I was just looking online. I started with copywriting and that didn't really go that well, and then crypto trading. And then I came across your advert and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna join this. Yeah, I had some money saved up. I'm not gonna say I didn't, I had some money saved up. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna join and yeah, never looked back since.
I freaking love it, man. So you actually, when did you join for training again?
It was middle of January.
Mid of January. Okay. So at
Yeah.
mid of January, you were working at the airport at that job at that time.
Yeah, so I was so I was working and doing trading when I got home and on the weekend, just looking in the chats and sort of figuring out. I wasn't really doing it that much, wasn't taking it too seriously. And then when I started actually doing it full time was March. So I had this training period at my job where we were just sat doing exams and I had all the time in the world to follow the signals and just trade all day. And I was making like 200 to £300 a day. And I was like, you know what, I could probably do this full time. So I
Mm-hmm.
was like, yeah, I'm gonna like it was a full week of just £300 plus a day, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to see you. So yeah, I just took the risk and went full time after that. But yeah,
I freaking love it, dude. You know, some people are like, you should wait until you're safe and sound, mate. But dude, I did the same thing as you did, to be honest. I stopped
yeah,
my normal job after 2 months of making a shitload of money.
wow, yeah,
I made like three times as much in my trading for like 2 months in a row than I did in
yeah,
my current job. And I know a lot of people are like, when I told my parents I quit, they were also like, nah, don't do it. You need to be secure.
yeah. Oh my,
Education. Don't go
oh
anywhere.
yeah, yeah,
Dude,
yeah, yeah.
I didn't
They
give
were
a
so
fuck.
hateful.
They
Literally,
always
my
are, dude.
parents were so against it. They were so against it.
Everyone
They're like,
are.
"What are you doing?" They were like, "What are you doing? This isn't going to work." And then when I started showing them proof of how much money they're making, they were a bit hesitant. And then when it's just back to back, they're like, "Right." And then now my dad's doing it. So
Dude,
yeah,
it's always like this. And,
so
and and that keeps a lot of
yeah,
people doing it, right? My mom started crying when I told her I quit my education and job to do trading full
yeah,
time back in the day.
yeah.
And now I just sent them like 100K just because it's
Oh,
nice.
I can't wait to do that. Yeah,
Because I wanted to
yeah.
help them,
That's the
right?
dream, mate.
So
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah,
man, success is the
yeah.
best
They
kind of
never
it's
understand.
not
It's so
revenge,
true.
right? But it's still the best way
Yeah.
to prove somebody that what you're doing is good.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, there were some days I was waking up in the morning and I would have made like £200. Obviously, that's not a lot to you, but I would be making like £200 at like 9 in the morning before I've even started my work and my training. I was just
Mhm.
like, this is just ridiculous. So yeah, it was a risk definitely quitting my job, but I was just like, you know what, I think I can pull this off. So yeah, yeah, it paid off. But yeah, just
It is freaking
just
awesome,
working now.
dude. And
Yeah,
honestly, bro, 200 pounds is still 200 pounds. It's not like it's not enough. It's not a lot for me because yeah, I make more money now. But dude, when I was
yeah.
studying, I got paid out probably $1,500 a month. I had to take student loans to pay my rent, to pay for food. So it's not like I come from money.
That's
I've also
ridiculous.
been
Yeah,
broke as
yeah.
fuck my entire life
Yeah,
5 years ago. So
yeah.
I know
That's
I
see
know
that.
everything, man.
that's something I'm going to be truthful about. I've had a very nice upbringing. I can't say my parents have never given me anything that I needed, but I was just fortunate enough to have the gap year, and I had some money stored away. I'm going to be truthful about. I've had some money stored away to play around with. So yeah, and then I just because I was heartbroken, so I was just working so hard every night. That's all I did. Just wanted to find a way to level up and sort myself out. Really, yeah. But
It's
yeah,
funny, dude. Our stories is a little bit similar because I kind of did the same. I also went split from my girlfriend 5 years ago. I traded for six,
yeah,
7
man.
years, but the first 2 years didn't really work out that good for me. You know, I made
And
a
yeah,
lot of money and then
yeah.
I lost
And
it
when
again.
and when and when did you feel like when it wasn't really working out, you just feel like really down because you're like, oh, man, I'm just not achieving anything since we've split up, sort of thing. And then you just, that I feel like that hurts sometimes. But
Yeah, but dude, I'm not a quitter.
yeah,
So I kept going
oh
because
yeah,
I saw the
no, never quit.
potential. So
Yeah,
for me it took a bit longer, but I also didn't have any help. I
mm,
didn't join any groups. I just did it by myself,
mm. Yeah, that's
using
so
trading by
impressive, man.
myself.
Yeah,
And it was a very bumpy and rough start. But dude, I'm like 4 years. Spread trading has been a thing now, and I've been trading for 6 years
yeah,
myself. And
yeah,
it takes time, man, but it's definitely worth it
yeah.
because now I make around $500,000 a month. It's
That's
not,
insane, mate. Yeah,
and
but yeah,
that's
like,
mostly from trading.
yeah. I mean, that's what I said to my parents. I said I will never quit because I've seen the potential that this has. And I just can't quit. I'm at that stage now where I've broken that mindset where I would just never quit. Even if I lost all my money, I would just start again, work a job, and just go again because I've seen the potential this has. And at the end of the day, I'm the only person to blame if I lose money. So
And dude, there's a lot of ways to do it. Like you can build up your own capital with your personal funds. You can get a funded account. A funded accounts are
yeah,
very
that's what I've got.
good.
Yeah,
I
both.
would say, I would say, side note, if you want to do funded account, do the FTMO swing account. That's
That's
the
what I've done. Yeah,
one of the only
yeah,
accounts that's
yeah,
that's good. The rest are garbage, dude.
yeah,
It's very hard to trade with all the rules.
yeah,
So if you can pass that one, it's a very good account actually. And
yeah,
the third way is to get funded by others, man. If you can show you're a consistent trader making money,
yeah,
this is a long way, right? Because I have friends as well. I don't like to do it personally, but I have friends who's trading with like hedge funds money. They're trading with like millions of dollars because they have a track record
yeah,
on my FX book where you can track their record for years and years. They can see they're profitable every single freaking month. If you do
yeah,
that, then you can start, getting other people's money and trading with that. But that's the long haul, right? The better way is to do
yeah.
fund
Of
accounts
course.
and your own personal capital. But
Yeah, that's something I do now at the moment.
it's
And then eventually, I just right now I'm so early into trading. I'm just trying to get really good at trading to a point where I can go, right, I'm actually good at this. And then eventually I want to, do what you're doing and help other people get good at trading.
Yeah, man, dude. I
Yeah.
love when people start their own groups as well. I don't mind it at all as long as you don't do it too soon. If you at one day want to
Yeah,
start
I
a
haven't got a
group, you
group
need
yet. No.
to you need to have a few years of experience. You need to be profitable for a long time. Don't start too soon. And
Yeah.
it's definitely possible. And I just love to help other people, man. That's making me happy because yeah, I do get
Yeah.
a fee from when you guys are signing up, but I make most of my
Yeah.
trading myself, dude. I don't need to take a subscription
Yeah.
or something like
Yeah.
most people do.
Voice crack, sorry, mate.
No
You
worries.
have to cut that out in the if you post that, you have to cut that out, mate. Don't post
No,
the
no, no worries, brother.
don't post the voice crack.
Have you been a part of other groups before Fred Trading?
No, so Fred Trading was my first
Okay.
group I joined.
And have you
And
joined
then
other groups after?
yeah, so there's a few people that have been in Fred Trading, and then my mates have found like other groups and they've invited me to them. So yeah, I'll be open and honest about that. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
no,
And
that's
then
completely
other
fine, dude.
other yeah, like other I've seen other good traders that are making, same similar money to you. And yeah, I've joined their groups as well. And I feel like it's important. You want to be part of a community. You want to have loads of people that, you're inspired by, and yeah, you're trying to be like them. So that, yeah.
There's definitely other good groups out there, but you have to look a long way in between them because it's 99% of all groups out there are fucking horrible, dude. I'm just honest.
Yeah,
There
yeah,
is,
I'm very careful. Yeah, yeah.
there is
Very
other good
careful.
groups, but be very careful. But because most groups are just gonna make you lose money, man, and then you're gonna throw away everything.
Yeah.
So Be
my
careful.
friend actually, my friend actually had that. He joined. I'm not going to say who, but he joined quite a popular influencers forex group, and he lost £1,000 from it, and he just didn't do it. And they recommended him to get this AI bot to
No.
trade for him, and he lost £1,000 from that as well. So yeah, that actually
One,
put me off trading, and then I just still took the risk, joined your group, and yeah, your group's obviously legit. So
one thing I want to say, dude, forever and always stay the fuck away from trading robots and AI. I don't care what they show you.
yeah, I
Stay
will. Yeah,
away, bro. It doesn't matter what the trading
yeah,
robot is. I've tested out over 50 bots myself because it's awesome. If you can find something that actually works, I would definitely share it with my members. But dude, I've tested over 50 bots. Everything from 2 weeks to 3 months, they can be profitable, maybe sometimes 4 or 5 months, but every single fucking time they end up blowing your entire account eventually. Just give it time and it will
yeah.
happen 10 out of 10 times. Trust
What's
me.
that thing? Do you mind if I ask? I'll ask. Do you mind if I ask a question quickly?
Yeah, sure.
What is the IC? I've seen this thing called ICT trading. I don't know what it is, but I see all these top traders say they make like jokes about how like me looking at a profitable ICT trader and there's just no one there. I don't know what that is, but I've seen it's a new concept and people like the top traders are hating on it. So I don't really know what it is. I don't know if you know anything about it.
ICT trading. I actually do not know what that is. I'm just Googling it now.
It's something that's popping up, and I don't know if you've seen other creators like TJR trades and stuff on Instagram, but yeah, they hate on it as well.
I wish I could answer you. It's a trading strategy. It says, dude, I don't know. I have no idea what that is.
Yeah,
It's because
if you don't know that, that's good.
I trade a little bit different than a lot of people. A lot of people trade with a ton of different indicators, and when you look at the chart, there's fucking so many things on it.
Yeah,
I don't even pay attention to new trading strategies. I don't pay attention to indicators.
yeah,
Honestly,
stick to what works. Yeah,
I trade price action. I've always traded
yeah,
price action my entire
yeah,
trading career, and I'm not gonna change it.
yeah,
So there's probably a lot of different trading strategies and indicators that I don't know about and I don't care about it because whatever works for me, I'm gonna keep doing that. And
yeah. I actually experienced that as well. I saw a new strategy online. I tried it and I was losing money, so I just went back to my old one.
I'm sure there is some strategies that work. I'm not saying my strategy is the only one that works. Obviously, I'm just saying this works for me. So this is how I've been trading for 6 years. So I'm not gonna change it as long as I make money. Then
Yeah,
would you
definitely.
change anything, right?
Yeah,
One thing I would say is whether you use indicators or not, you need to keep it as simple as possible.
yeah,
Because
100%.
the more complicated you make it, the less money you're gonna make, man. Keep it very, very, very
Yeah,
simple.
yeah,
That's something that I would say at least
yeah.
is a good thing to trade by. One thing I want to ask you that I'm pretty sure a lot of people are probably going to be interested in when they see this interview is how much money did you start out with and what is it at now?
So I started out with £350. That's the most that I put in. And right now, my main account, which is the account that I started with, is on around 5.7K. It was on it was on nearly 9,000 at one point, but I
Mm.
lost a lot of money. I'll be honest, I lost a lot of money. And then that was my fault though. Lost a lot of money on Bitcoin. And
Ah,
then I've
okay.
got a funded account, which I've passed, and this month I've made I'll have to put it up now. I think I started it in the start of May. So far I
Mhm.
made around 5.7K on that.
Oh,
So yeah,
wow. So you're up around
yeah, man.
£10,000 total
Around 10,000,
Bitcoin
yeah.
in profits.
Yeah.
That's freaking
I've got it here. Yeah.
that's freaking awesome, dude. That is a
Yeah, man.
load of money, man, compared to
But
you can make normal jobs.
yeah, I know. And I would say that really kicked off in March when I started doing it full time. So I'd say around 3 months. That's how much I made.
That's
So yeah.
freaking awesome, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
man.
mean that's
Getting there
that's
slowly.
that's normal people's monthly salary, right? If you divide that for 3 months, you're gonna make like 2.5K every month. That's freaking awesome. And you just compound that, grow it. I would say take your trading profits from the funded accounts, put them straight into your personal
Into
account.
the main account. Yeah, yeah. So I recently got a payout of 2.6K and
Mm.
I'll probably with FTMO and I'll probably, put some of that into my main account.
Yeah,
definitely.
obviously enjoy the process, right? If you're a full-time trader, you need to take some profits and enjoy your life as well.
Of course, of course.
Obviously, but for sure take some of that and put it in but I would say FTMO is actually a very good funded account. So you can easily use that one and trade pretty good on that one compared to
Yeah,
funded accounts with a lot of rules. So for sure, man.
yeah,
But it's always better to have a personal account because there's no rules on that.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you've heard of FT UK. I actually got a funded account with them, and I accidentally blew that account because I closed all my positions by accident, and I
Ah,
blew the. Yeah, that was an accident. I was like, great. And someone that I knew that passed it, apparently when they passed it, the regulations got changed, and they had like a max 2% stop loss. And you can't. I think for FTMO, the only company, well, one of the very few companies that you can use MetaTrader on, and I love MetaTrader, so I like
mm,
the fact that I can use MetaTrader. It's a lot better than some of these other
for
apps
sure,
that you
man.
use to trade. Yeah, man.
For sure, man. I want to hear, Josh, what does the future hold for you with this whole trading thing? I know you talked about maybe you had to go on studies also. So what does the future hold for you with the whole trading thing?
So I'm going to be continuing to do it full time. I'm not going to university anymore. I want to pursue this as my career. I just want to keep getting better at trading,
Oh, okay, really?
and then eventually just see what. Once I get good enough at trading, I want to look into other ways of making money.
Mm-hmm.
Got a lot of money in crypto at the moment, like you, obviously. And then look into the other ways of making money, like whatever it might be, real estate, whatever it could be. Yeah, reselling watches, whatever it might be. But right now, I'm just want to get really good at trading, and then obviously I've got that skill to then use that money to then make more money. But right now, I'm just focusing on trading. That's mainly what
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure, man.
I'm doing.
Brother,
Yeah.
I would like to ask you also, how would you say your life has changed after you joined Fed Trading?
Well, it's changed massively. I mean, I have so much freedom now. I haven't got anyone telling me what to do. I can, if I want to go to the gym in the middle of the day, I can go to the gym in the middle of the day. Like I can do whatever. I just have freedom. It's so nice. I can, I'm living with my parents at the moment, but I can eat what I want when I want, get out
Mm,
whenever I want. Obviously that can pay a price. You might miss London session, but you know, yeah, it's
for
just
sure,
brilliant.
man.
Being self-employed is amazing. Yeah, it really is. Able to buy myself some nice clothes as well. But yeah,
I love it, man. That's what it's
slowly
all
leveling
about.
up.
That's what it's all about,
Yeah,
brother. I'm really happy about it. I'm very happy for you
thank you so
taking
much.
the time out to talk to me today, Josh. I know you have some questions. Just shoot away. Anything you want to ask me. Sorry.
Yeah, so I would like to ask. So, at what stage did you decide to create Fred Trading? That's my first question. So, when you were trading for quite a while, when did you go, right, I want to actually create a group? That's something I want to ask.
I started Fred Trading after 2.5 years of trading myself. Um, the first year was not too good for me. The second year, I started to make pretty good money trading. We're not talking about 400K like I can make now, but like pretty good money back then, like 10, 20, 30K throughout the months. And I was kind of consistent for 6 to 12 months back then, where I made like pretty good money. I quit my job. This is what I did for a living now. And I
Yeah,
obviously also joined a lot of other trading groups. And the whole reason that I started my own group was not for the money back then, because I made good money myself from trading for like 6, 12 months by that time. But it was because I joined a lot of different groups, and dude, they were all fucking garbage. They were horrible. All of them was closed. There was no
mm,
chats. There was no education. The signals were shit. You couldn't get any help. And I was like, what
yeah,
the fuck is this industry? And it wasn't
yeah. I mean, it
enough.
was it was kind of early back then. I think
Yeah,
I
man.
think it's a lot better now. Back then, it would have been a whole scam. Yeah, probably.
And if that wasn't enough, dude, like 9 out of 10 was scammers. That's still the same now, but it also was
Yeah,
back then. So I was like, man, I just want to create something good. I want to create something good where people can be safe, learn from each other, make some money. I can change their lives, because that's what matters for me most. And so I just started Fred Trading, man. And obviously it wasn't that good when I started it, but I've made it better throughout the years. And if I must say so myself, I have not seen a better trading group than mine now that has more than we offer for now at least. So that's why I created Fred.
yeah. And I like also the thing about your group as well is there's a lot of people are active in it. You see these groups with like 20. Some of the groups I'm in, you have like 20,000 subscribers, but no one's really looking at what they're posting. Whereas, you know, I feel like our group, we've got quite a lot of active members, which is important. You know, people want to stay
Mhm.
and, you know, use and be part of Fred Training for a long time.
It's all about a few different things. You know, if you have free groups, I know mine is also free, but there's still a process, right? So as long as there's a process for people to sign up, because if you just have a free group where you can just send a link, they join. You're gonna have a lot of people that's not really
Yeah.
interested. They just want to see what it is.
Yeah.
It's gonna be, you can buy followers, all these kind
Yeah.
of things. That's when it's very inactive. But when you have a group where there is a process to sign up, whether that's a payment or a broker or anything like this, you're gonna have members who actually want to join, who want to do this. And then the second thing is obviously to activate people, which I do with live sessions, with analysis, with the chats, with competitions, all these kind of things to activate people so that they
Yeah.
so that's probably the two
Yeah.
things that make Fed trading so active, because we have like 10-15,000 messages a day inside the chat. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, second question, if that's all right, is at what point did you decide to move to Dubai? Because that's something I want to do. Obviously, tax in the UK is, you know, it's 20. I'm going to eventually register trading as a business, so I'll only be paying around 20 to 25%. But right now, I will be paying 45% as I'm self-employed.
Yeah.
So yeah, when did you decide to move to Dubai? And where were you living before? So you Swedish?
No, I'm Danish.
Danish, that's it. Sorry, mate.
Yeah.
So you
Same
were living
thing.
in what? You were living in Denmark. Did you have your own place? Were you
Yeah,
with your
so
parents? Yeah.
I had again, the last 3 years is when I've made my most money, because I would say the first 2-3 years of my trading journey, I made okay money, but you know, I didn't make like good money. I made okay money to do it for a living, but not enough to move out of the country, quit my job. So I still had my job for
Mm,
the first few, my studies, sorry.
yeah.
I was trading while I was studying. I moved to Dubai straight away, actually 3 years ago, when
How
I
much were you earning roughly?
sorry.
How much were you making when you moved to Dubai?
Yeah, so that's what I was about to say. I stopped with my university because I wanted to have the degree. I have a degree in AP in financial management, so I'm allowed to provide financial advice. I wanted to finish that while I was trading. Once I was done with that, I went into a trainee place in the biggest bank in Denmark. In there, I made around 3K a month.
Yeah.
And I was there for 2 months, and both of those months, it really started to go well with my own trading, and I started to make around 8 a month, which was like 3 times as much as I made in my own job, and I was like, why the
Yeah.
fuck am I sitting here doing
Yeah.
this shit that I don't even like when I just
That's my
made
yeah.
6 months of salary in 2 months? Why am I still
Yeah.
doing this? So I took quite of a gamble. I was just starting to make really good money. I just quit my job. My job moved straight to Dubai, and I never looked back. And it's been going very well. So I'm fortunate that it went well.
So you were making around 10K a month before you moved to Dubai.
Yeah, probably around 7K. I think around 7K
Okay.
a month, and then it went very fast because I could focus 100% on the trading after that. So I very fast after that started making 30-40K a month, actually within like 3-4 months.
Yeah. Okay. Because that's something I want to do. I want to either move to Bali first or Dubai. I definitely want to move to Dubai as the end goal. So do you mind me asking, like, how easy was it to actually move to Dubai? Because I know it's
Dude,
probably quite a complicated process.
no, it's the easiest thing ever, dude.
Really?
So fucking easy. There's 100 companies that help you. You just Google like open a company in Dubai. Take whatever company that is. Ask them, tell them you want to move to Dubai. You want to do it at the cheapest possible way because you're a day trader. And they help you set up your own company. The own company probably cost I don't know, $2, $3, $4,000 to set up a company here, and then you can move straight to Dubai. You get residency for 2 years, and that's it, man. It's probably going to cost you. It depends on what kind of company you want and what kind of company you're using, but probably 2, 3, 4, 5K. Then you're in Dubai, you have residency for 2 years. That's it. It's so fucking easy, dude. You fly down here, you do the biometrics, all the scans, the fingerprints, and then you can just live here.
Oh, okay.
It's
Wait,
very
so you recommend having your own like company before you move over there?
easy.
Definitely, yeah.
You can move to
Okay.
Dubai two ways. You can work for a company and they issue a visa, because you cannot just move to Dubai and live here if you don't have a job
Yeah.
company, because you need a residence visa. You can get that
Okay.
two ways. You can either get it by working for another company that issue you a residence visa,
Okay.
or you can start your own company and make your own visa. That's the two ways you can do it. I just made my own company when I moved here.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. 100%.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's just yeah, I definitely want to. I'm sort of trying to find out whether I want to stay in the UK for a bit, enjoy life, get a nice car, and then go, or just save up and go. It's
I
all a
just
bit.
went straight
I know
away,
it's
bro.
expensive out there.
I
Straight
just
away. Yeah.
also because I had to pay 68% tax in Denmark when I started making good money, and I didn't want to do that. So
Jesus Christ.
yeah, it was crazy. So honestly,
68.
dude,
That's ridiculous, mate.
yeah. When you make over 100K a year in Denmark, you have to pay a top tax, and then when you make over, I think it's 200K, 300K, you need to pay a top tax. So it's fucking ridiculous when you make a lot
That's
of money.
ridiculous, mate.
So I
Yeah.
was just like, fuck this shit. I'm taking a chance. Dude, if it doesn't work out, what's the worst thing that happens? I just move back to Denmark again. I mean, who gives a
Yeah.
shit? It's not really that big of a gamble.
So also second, so another question I have is, so when you were trading, how were you dealing with friendships? Because I'll be honest with you, a lot of my friends, they don't have the mindset that I have. Like I've purposely kept my circle small.
Mm.
So I have people that have the same mindset as me. They only care about making money. I thought that's important. But would you say like how when you were trading, were you sort of was it quite a lonely process? Because obviously your mates with Hataj, so he's
Okay.
probably someone. Then you started Fred trading. Like Hataj helped you out with that, so that's sort of something I want to talk about as well. Like how did that all sort of
There's a
start?
few things there, man. I was when I grew up, I was a football guy. I played football, I played handball, I did all the shit back home. We played the amateur football. We got the beers after we went out, got drunk. They
Yeah,
talked about football, Manchester United, all this kind of shit, and I kind of lost interest for that because I wanted to make money instead. So to be completely honest, dude, and maybe that's not for everybody, but when I moved to Dubai, I stopped talking to 95% of all my friends back home. Simply because not because they're bad people, but because they don't
on a
have the
different
same
path. Yeah,
they didn't have the same interest as me anymore. And there was nothing wrong with that. I just didn't give a shit about who won the Manchester United Arsenal
yeah.
game in the
It's
weekend.
all a style. It's designed to keep you trapped.
Yeah, man. So I moved to Dubai. I didn't know a single person here, bro. I moved completely
Yeah,
alone. I'd never been here before. I moved here without
yeah,
knowing anyone, whatever. Never been here before in my life. So I came down here
yeah.
and I took my best friend with me for a month when I moved here. So I was not alone the first month, but after he left, I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I was lonely as a motherfucker the first few months I was here
Yeah.
alone because I didn't know anyone and I had my own company. So it's not like you're meeting somebody through work. Um, but dude, it's the same. If you move to a new place, you just gotta get out of your comfort zone. There's a Facebook group here called like Danish people in Dubai. I just made a post here. Anybody who also moved to Dubai that want to get a beer. So I met a lot of new friends, and then I met their friends, and then I met their friends' friends, and now I have a whole community of people. And
Yeah,
99% of
that's something I
everyone I
definitely
know
want
in
to work
Dubai
on.
now has their own company. So I only have
Yeah.
friends that want to make money now and have their own companies.
So you had your own company, and then you then look at like a nice place to were you renting a nice place, and then you moved out. You got the your place sorted out in Dubai and stuff, and had
Yeah,
your company all sorted as well.
I was living in Airbnbs the first 6 months to figure out where I wanted to live in Dubai because obviously there are different
Yeah,
areas. And then once I figured that out, I rented a nice apartment and I lived
yeah,
there for actually 2 years. I just moved into the new apartment here a month and a half ago. Um, and that's it, man. So I lived in that one. That was a pretty good apartment, 1 bedroom. I lived there for 2 years. Now I have my dream apartment, fucking the craziest view in Dubai, a
yeah.
massive. I paid 10K a month for it right now in rent. But dude, I was just living a little bit below my means for the first few years, and now I just can buy whatever I want, you know.
Okay. Like what amount of money would you say would you recommend before like taking the step to Dubai? Like what comfortable amount of money would you
Depends on
say?
your lifestyle, dude. Because in Dubai, you can live, it's not more expensive to live in Dubai than it is to live in UK or Denmark or anywhere else. There is a lot of glamour, but you can also spend
Yeah.
a shit ton of money in UK and London, dude. You can, it's just as easy.
Is it just the same? Yeah, it's just like the
Same
top
shit, dude.
restaurants are,
Same
you
shit.
know,
You
the
can
most
eat,
expensive, yeah.
you can easily live here on a normal salary. It's not like you have to be rich to be here at all.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
even if you make, dude, even if you make 3K a month, you can still afford to live in Dubai because that you also have to remember there's no tax here, so you get 100% of what you make.
Yeah.
Um,
That's what I want. I want that so
so
bad.
it depends on your lifestyle. You know, if you can,
Yeah.
if you think you can live comfortably on 3K, move here then. But I mean, I moved here when I made around 7K, and that was okay for me. But within 3 months after I moved here, I made 30K for 40K a month. Because I focused 100% on this. I met new people who had their own companies. I had good
Yeah.
relations, you know, all these kind of things. It kind of accelerated my journey a little bit by moving here. So it's the best decision I ever made, even though it was pretty rough the first few months.
Yeah. That's literally where I want to be. I just want to be getting out of here, going to Dubai, and you know just focusing on business and you know becoming a really good trader. So yeah.
Of course, man. But again, whatever you can live comfortably on, it's not more expensive to live here than it is to live in UK, man. You just don't live in the middle of downtown or Marina. Then
Yeah.
you can live like 10, 15 minutes away from where all the exciting stuff happens and get a little bit of a cheaper rent. Same as in London. If you know you don't live right in the middle of London if you make 3K, right? But it's the same shit, dude. So you can easily live here on a
That's
normal
good to know.
salary.
Yeah. I'll probably wait until I'm earning good money though, because I want to move over there and get
If you
a
make
nice view and stuff.
if you make like 5, 10K, you can easily live here. It's not an issue.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'll aim for that.
For sure, man. I look forward to seeing you here, Josh.
Oh, hopefully, that'll be amazing if I can see you out there in who knows 3, 4, 5 years, whatever it might be. But
Dude,
yeah, that's
maybe even 1 or 2 years. Who know, man? Maybe
oh,
it
who
goes.
knows? Who knows? Yeah, the scaling is genuinely like you know the opportunity is limited. So yeah,
The
but that's
sky's
something I
the limit,
realized
dude.
as well. Like yeah, that's something I realized. I just not to. I don't even really care about how much I make anymore. It's just the process really.
Mm-hmm.
Just scaling the money up and yeah, I'm not even really being like, oh, I need to make this much in this amount of time. No, I'm literally just enjoying the journey.
For sure, man.
So
That's how it should be. That's how it should be, man.
yeah, yeah.
You have
Those are the main questions I had.
anything else you
That's
want
it.
to ask
Thank
me?
you.
That's it. Okay.
That's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to me, brother, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, mate. Thank you. You changed my life. Thank you. Take care.
Take care, man. Talk later.
Take care, man.